Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was away for a little bit. I had an important phone call to attend to. But I'm back, and I guess we have to wait a little bit for some people. Okay. We're almost done, though. I think we're doing a really good job of this granny square. So maybe I'll just wait a little bit because I don't want to go too far forward. Probably best to wait just a little bit. Just stretching out these corners, which are looking good, I must say. One, two, three, four, increase, 1, 2, 3, 4, increase, 1, 2, 3, 4, increase, 1, 2, 3, 4, increase. Good. Hey again. Just waiting for a little bit more people because I kind of just ended the live abruptly, which I do apologize for, but I had an important phone call, so let's just wait so we can continue on with this granny square. And this is the Tulip granny square, by the way. This is what it looks like. You've got your tulips separated by white, then your tulips again, separated by white. So that's what we're trying to make. And if you made many of these squares, you could sew them all together and make a really cute blanket, which would be really nice actually. I'm kind of tempted to do something like that. The only thing is I don't have enough yarn to be able to do that because I'm doing so many different tutorials and yeah. But anyways. Hey everyone. Sorry again for just kind of turning off the live straight away. It was I had an important phone call that sort of came up on my phone and it was like a hit and miss. I had to answer the call right then and there in order to figure some stuff out that I'm struggling with at the moment based on a quick mistake that I accidentally made whilst booking a flight ticket. Hey guys! Okay, so we're going to continue on with the white part and we're going to do another double crochet stitch right here. There we go. And then another chain. Then we're going to do, in these spaces, we're going to do 3 double crochet stitches. So if you don't know how to do a double crochet stitch, you've got to wrap the yarn, enter into your space, and then pull the yarn through, and then pull the yarn through 2 loops on the hook, and then another 2 loops on the hook. And then I'm going to chain just to lock all of that in place and create some extra space so I can work on the next set of double crochet stitches. So remember, double crochet, wrap the yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2. Wrap the yarn, remember sets of 3, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Wrap the yarn, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Then we chain 1 and then we start again. Wrap the yarn, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Wrap the yarn again, pull through, wrap again, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Chain 1 to lock that in place. Next one, same thing. We're just repeating this pattern, and in the corners it will be a little bit different, as you'll see. Chain 1. Okay, wrap the yarn, and now we're in the corner space right here. As you can see, here's the corner space. So we're going to wrap the yarn, pull through 2, wrap, pull through, wrap again, pull through 2 and pull through 2, chain 1, and repeat the process, but in the same space as well. We have 8 watchers. Hey guys, right? Hey, spam hey in the chat. Here we go. There's the third, chain 1, next space, pull through, and we're just doing 3 lots of double crochet stitches right here. Hey, thank you. So glad you could come. We're trying to make this tulip granny square right here that I designed about an hour and a half ago. And I'm just trying to perfect it. I probably need to perfect it even more. And I'll do a actual video tutorial of this soon so you can see what we're doing exactly. Chain 1, next set of 3 double crochet stitches here, next set over here, and another one. There we go, chain 1, and here we've got double crochet stitch. Good colors, it's pretty. Thank you so much, Gracie. Pull through, and oh, double crochet and pull through and pull through. Chain 1. Okay, we're in the next corner space, and we're just going to make 3 of these double crochet stitches with a chain 1 between them, and then repeat in the same space. Double, double. That's our second double right there, and here's the third double crochet stitch. Chain 1, next space, chain and chain. When I say chain and chain, I meant pull through 2, pull through 2. Wrap, we're just doing double crochet stitches here. Chain 1, next, chain through, pull through 2, pull through 2, another double crochet stitch. Remember, in sets of 3. Pull through 2, pull through 2. We're almost done this actually, which is pretty cool. Chain 1. Next. How's everyone's day today? Hey Clarice. Chain 1. Here we go. So I was actually in the middle of doing this granny square about 30 minutes ago, and then I had to end it abruptly because I got an important call that I had to take. But yeah, I'm a little bit sad because no one's been able to help me with a mistake that I actually accidentally made in the spur of a moment, and I feel like, I don't know, it's all about airlines actually. Oh, for those of you who like story time, I can tell my story. And I'm not feeling sorry for myself, but I am a little bit frustrated with an airline. So there's an airline, it's called Cebu Pacific, and I'm not trying to like put them out or anything, but so what happened was I was booking a flight for myself and my best friend to go to Singapore from Manila, Philippines. And I was kind of doing that as a surprise for my best friend, so I could take her overseas and things like that. And I worked out all the dates. I wrote them down. And I first had to book a flight for myself from Australia to... Oops, I think I forgot to... Oh no, I did. From Australia to Manila, because that was just the easiest way to do so. So I did that, and I did that from March 4th. Sorry, from... When did I do that? February 26th to March 26th. So everything was good there. And then I was like, okay, I'm on a roll. Now I can book next the 2 tickets from Manila to Singapore for myself and my best friend as a surprise for her. Just for a couple of days to be in Singapore so she could go overseas because she hasn't really been overseas before. And I accidentally booked for February 4th to 7th when I was supposed to book March 4th to 7th. And I don't know what happened in my head to get that month wrong. And as soon as I confirmed the booking, I was thinking, wow, like I'm doing really great, booked everything. And then when I read the email that came through again, I saw the dates and I was like, wait, what? It's the wrong month. And and I was really shocked. And you know how your heart kind of races, like, what have I just done? I've just spent this money and I've got the wrong dates and I don't know what to do. So I immediately called up the booking.com to try and quickly cancel. This is like all within 10 minutes after booking. Oh, by the way, this is Luffy. And we're gonna sew his hair now. May as well sew his hair while telling the rest of my story if you guys are interested. So anyways, I called up the booking.com and they told me that they can't do anything. I have to contact the airline, which is fair. So then I called up Cebu Pacific and it's just their help center. They provided a phone number and I called that from Australia. And I was on the phone for a while talking to a representative and I told him everything. I've accidentally just like 10 minutes ago booked the wrong month. And is there a way I can quickly get a refund? Because like this hasn't inconvenienced anyone. They can easily resell those seats. It's quite far away. But according to their policy, they don't issue refunds. So I was like, okay, you don't issue refunds. There's not even a grace period that they offer to help people who make mistakes, such as myself. And I don't know how I made that mistake. But anyways, so I was like, okay, there's no refund, but I don't want to lose like $500 as well. Like it's been 10 minutes that I've just made this mistake. Surely there's something that can be done. And then I was told that they would escalate it to where I could rebook the ticket, but I'd have to pay the difference in fare. I was like, okay, but how much is the difference as well? And so when they were checking the flights from March 4th to March 7th, the one it should have been, they told me it was an extra $270 as the rebooking fee. And I looked up on my computer and I looked up Cebu Pacific, that exact flight that we were looking at, and it was way cheaper on the site that I was looking at it. And so I told them, like, why is there such a difference? Why am I expected to pay 270 more when, as I'm looking at it, the price is less than what I paid for when I booked the original ticket? Hello. Sorry for my rambling, I'm just telling a story. And then they were like, oh, sorry, there's nothing we can do because our system is different to yours and this is what the prices say for ours. I was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna pay like an additional 270 for a quick mistake that I made and tried to fix within 10 minutes. Like usually if you call other airlines, they have a certain grace period and things like that. Like again, it's not a justification or like gaining sympathy for my mistake, but the airline is just not offering anything to help me out with this. And they're expecting me to pay like another almost 3/4 of the price that I paid for 2 tickets. And as like an extra for the rebooking, I was like, no, I can't afford this, first of all. Anyways, then they said, okay, we'll escalate it further. I was like, can I speak to a supervisor, please? Like someone. And the person told me at the time, you can't speak to a supervisor right now because they're not available. And then I said, will they be available today? And they said, you can call back during this time to speak to a supervisor. So I was like, okay, there's hope still. So then I called up again this morning, and another representative was on the phone. I had to explain the entire situation again to the new representative. And I asked if I can speak to a supervisor. And again, it was the same response. There is no supervisor available. And so I kept asking, well, like, when is this supervisor available? And again, no direct response. It was just a flat, well, even if you were able to speak to a supervisor, they would tell you the exact same things that we're telling you. And I was like, yes, but I would like to speak to the supervisor. And can you please tell me when they'll be available? And then the same response, the supervisor is not available. And it just kept going round in circles. Like they just weren't being direct at all. It's almost like an automated response that they're programmed to say as part of their instructions. And then I found out that the people that I was calling, apparently it's another third party. It's not even Cebu Pacific in the first place. And I was like, well, how do I get in contact with someone from Cebu Pacific to help me with my situation? And they said, you can't contact anyone there. They haven't provided the details. I was like, but, like, help me. How am I supposed to, like, get around this? I can't have, I don't know, $500 just going down the drain. So then they said, well, if it's approved, you can get a travel fund. I was like, oh, first of all, before that, so that part's not approved yet. I don't know what's going to happen there. But before that, I called up today and I asked them to check the prices again for the rebooking. And there was going to be a difference of $80. And I was like, okay, I can do $80 extra. That's okay. I made a mistake, so $80. Yes, I'm out of pocket, but let's do that. And like, it was so confusing because when I had agreed to do that, then the weirdest thing happened where they told me that in order to pay that $80, it had to be in the company's currency, which is pesos, Philippine pesos. And the person talking to me told me, if I, like, asked me, do I have a friend in the Philippines who can use the applications that I'm supposed to use, which are only available in the Philippines, like Gcash, PayMaya, things like that, in order to pay. So the lady was asking me to find a friend in the Philippines who could pay the difference through the currency that they're asking. I was like, but hold on, I paid by card. Why am I expected to find a Philippine application, which doesn't exist in Australia, and pay this difference via the currency with an application that just doesn't exist? That it doesn't make any sense. And there was no help or reasoning. It was just, that's that, and that's the only option you have. And I was like, but what if I didn't have someone in the Philippines? Like, what would be the solution around this? Those are the only options again that you have. So do you mean that if I couldn't get to the Philippines or had someone that could pay through these applications, even though I paid by an Australian card, does that mean that there's nothing that can be done? And of course the answer is yes, that's exactly right. So like, what the heck? I was so confused. It doesn't make any sense. They were so rigid on policy. I was talking to a third-party representative. I can't get on the phone to a supervisor. I have emailed twice to the company to try and rectify the situation, which shouldn't be this difficult. I mean, I called within 10 minutes of realizing the mistake, and there's nothing that they're able to do for me. So the last part is I'm trying to get this travel fund now, so then I can rebook myself and hopefully not lose a bunch of money, but I'm still waiting to hear back and see whether I can do that. So yeah, it's really unfortunate. And I was so frustrated at the time because I was on the phone for about 3 hours or so. And then I went on to Threads, silly me. I usually don't post, but I was trying to think like, how else can I get in contact with Cebu Pacific? What's the best way? Maybe social media. And okay, so I went on Threads and I like posted about it, but all the replies that came back were like, "You're at fault. You're stupid for booking the wrong dates." Like a bunch of stuff like that. But anyways, that is the story. Sounds like he was being scammed. Yeah. Call your credit card bank. They will put a stop on that payment. I wish. I'll try, but we'll see. So just waiting now to see what will happen, and then yeah, hopefully there's some type of resolution. But some airline companies, my goodness, like, oh, what a frustration. And it did feel like I was being scammed, actually. Oh, you did it? Did you? Exactly, accidents do happen. This is why I didn't get the comments when people were saying like silly things. People make mistakes. It's normal. Like if it took, I don't know, a couple of days or even just a day that went by and I realized the mistake, even though I feel like there should be a reasonable grace period, but just imagine it was like, let's say it was closer to the date of the flight, then that would make sense because you're inconveniencing other people or the airline who could have already had this ticket booked by someone else, and things like that. So I would understand the consequences of realizing it too late. However, at the point that I realized, which was 10 minutes later, and I called immediately and couldn't get help, like no one's being inconvenienced. The airline can easily find other people to book those seats. The company's not being inconvenienced at all. And you know, the only person that's kind of being inconvenienced is myself because they won't give a refund and they're making it extremely tough for me to talk to anyone. But it's lame they can't work with. Yes, I agree. So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I should try and escalate it to like, apparently there's an airline thing that you can contact which kind of has jurisdiction over the airlines and things like that. But geez, like, oh, what frustration, honestly. And I get like from the third party that I was booking with, booking.com, I understand that they can't really do anything because the airlines haven't authorized them to do anything. My issue totally is with Cebu Pacific just not being helpful at all, and just it just really does seem like a scam. It's like they won't do anything and they're providing impossible solutions for a mistake that was made and found within 10 minutes. Mistakes do happen. And I feel like, yeah, I'm kind of against the company right now with their policies and rigidity, or rigidness. And I would be sympathetic to most people in a similar situation, which is kind of why I'm trying to advocate for people in that same situation as well. Okay. Yes, it happened to me and I wasn't getting nowhere with them, so I called my bank and they immediately put a stop on it, and it took 2 days and I rebooked. Okay. Maybe I will call the bank though. I didn't think that the bank had like that much. I don't know. Do they have that much power? I guess maybe I should. I will try that. So anyway, here's my Luffy head. And now what I will do. Thanks guys for listening to my story. I feel like I'm not trying to get sympathy or anything because I understand my mistake, but what I am very frustrated with is the company who just doesn't want to help at all. Doesn't care about the situation and just seems like they just want to take the money or get as much money as possible. and I haven't used their service. I haven't inconvenienced them in the time that I found the mistake. So why are they being so impossible? It just, yeah, it doesn't seem or feel good. So okay, I'll try with the bank. Thanks, guys. What happens though if it's already authorized? Like I don't wouldn't, because like a day has gone by now. Technically, I rebooked yesterday. So, and the bank's not open at the moment because it's pretty late. But what if the payment has already gone through? Can the bank do anything about that? Like I might have left it too late because I didn't call the bank. So I don't know. I just don't want it to. I guess it's still worth a try, but I'm worried that I'm too late because I've tried to rectify it with the airline and booking and all that kind of stuff. And have I left it too late to call the bank? Because I didn't really think that was an option. Guys, I should have told you this story earlier so I could get the advices. Howdy-o. Hey, hey. Okay. So what I'm trying to make now is the scar from Luffy the monkey. We made that Tulip granny square, now we're just finishing Luffy's scar. And maybe I should do his nose as well. I'm sure you'll like my photos. Huh? I'm sure you like my photos. Oh, what's happened here? Oh dear. Oh, the yarn's kind of just come apart there. Whoops, how did that happen? Gee, that's not fun. Okay, let's see if we can use this little piece of yarn right here. Otherwise, we're gonna have to just start again with the proper piece of yarn. Wow, that's like the first time that that's happened to me where the yarn's kind of come apart. I wonder if it's my frustration with the story where I'm just too hard on my yarn. I'm sorry, yarn. Okay, let's pull that through again. Is it all the way through though? No. Oh, the ones you sent me yesterday. Oh, okay, okay. Yes, I did. You have actually done a really good job with all your crochet stuff. I really did think that you've done well with crochet, and I hope you can continue and pursue it. That is awesome. Oh no. It wasn't large enough. Long enough, I mean. Now I have to weave it through again. Oh dear. This is like one of my worst nightmares, trying to weave in yarn. Okay, weave that through. Hey, that looks pretty good now. There, we got the scar going. And we will tie this. Don't want to pull it too tightly because I don't want to ruin the rest of the yarn. But that is double knotted right there. Thank you so much, Gracie Lou. I really appreciate that. Okay, poke in right here. Now I could do the nose as well. I could just put like a little nose over here. Then we've also got, oh, wrong hat. This hat. Here's Luffy's hat. As you can see, that's pretty nice. Hello. Hey, Flourished. Now, we need to do a keychain, don't we? So our keychain has to be with autumn yellow colored yarn as well. I just need to make sure I can find... Is this autumn yellow? Nope, that's brown. Now, what's this one? That looks like autumn yellow. I have a lot of yarn mess right here. and I do have to fix all of this after this live because it's getting a little bit out of control. Call in the morning, explain what happened, and that when you try to fix the problem, they wanted you to find somebody in the Philippines to send the money, and that they are third party. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that definitely in the morning. Thank you so much for your advice. Only way to fix him, that's when you notice it was being scammed. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I do agree with you. I do feel like I was being a little bit scammed. It just didn't make any sense. I don't know what's going on with Cebu, but it just seems very, very wrong. I've never experienced such a situation before from a simple mistake. Like, you know, when you go to a shopping center and you get refunds on things you don't want, like, why with airlines do they just want to take all your money? I noticed the error straight away. They don't authorize any other companies, like third parties, to do rebookings or refunds or anything. They just take the money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think I'll do like 50. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And now I've got to get it through this hat, huh? Oh, sorry. Sorry for shaking that. So what I'll do is I'm going to pull the yarn out here. Where's my cutter? There you are. And I'll just leave like a little bit of a yarn tail right there. And now I'll get my bigger needle. And if I went through the center, just trying to see what looks good. I have a school. I hope you'll be there. You have a school? Oops, what's this? What do you mean flourished? I hope you'll be there. I have a school. I hope you'll be there. What do you mean? What do you mean? And that could be able to... Will that work? Does it have to go in the same hole? I've never actually done this. I don't know if it should go in the same hole though, because then it could come out. I guess you could... Look, I'm going to put it in the same place. And if I'm wrong in another tutorial, if I ever do it, I will fix it, okay? Maybe just don't pull off the hat too much. Maybe I should have done it a bit. Oh, no, it's okay, it's okay. Still, my tool is right here, and I'm going to go. Where should I go? From the other side, shouldn't I? From the other side, from the middle, and come out at some point. And at this point, I'm pretty happy. I might just weave my yarn back in that center and come out where I entered in. Pull both of those. Just want to make sure I'm pulling it correctly. Okay. And now if I tied this in a double knot, and then cut the yarn, and then kind of put this back inside the head. There we go. Then if I pull this through, oh, and I've got to fix this part, don't I? Let's take that out. I've got to weave this, by the way. I should weave that at some point. And I'll do that in just a minute, actually. And then you got the hat, and it just comes out like that. So technically you can pull the hat off and on and stick this on a bag or something. We might just weave in this part over here. So I'll use my small needle to do that. And all I'll do is just go through some of these stitches. Like so. Gotta twist this real good because the eye of the needle is so tiny. It's like, I had a better needle, but I've lost it at this point. Come on, come on. Twist, twist, twist. There has to be an easier way to enter yarn through a super tiny eye. But we did it, we did it. Okay, pull that through. Come on. Pull a little bit more. Good, good, good. Okay, I'm happy. We did it. Pull that through. Then cut off the excess so it doesn't get tangled anymore anywhere. And put the hat back on. Pull that yarn tail. And there we go. There is Luffy with his hat. So if you ever wanted to make a Luffy head with a hat keychain, then this is exactly what you do. And that is Luffy. I have done a tutorial, by the way, of Luffy. Oops. I love it. Thank you, Carmen. Bye bye. I have online school. I don't have time to watch it out. Okay, okay, that's okay. Flourish being, yes, of course I'll remember your name as best as I can. Do you know how to portray Heidi's character? No, I haven't. And I feel like I missed a lot of comments here. Hold on. I have online school and I'm watching your videos. Haha. What is your pattern? Will I be able to see you make the hat? Ah, yes, you will. You'll be able to see me make the hat. I've done that in the live last night. So just check out that live from last night. Okay, guys, what do you think? So today we made our Tulip granny square, which I will do a tutorial of and upload that most likely tomorrow. Then we made this Luffy with his Luffy hat, which I think is quite adorable. And then I have a tutorial now of how to make this phone holder as well. So you can see we've got tulips down along here. We've got a sunflower granny square here, which we've just extended and included a little bit over here. Then we made this, sewed it on. You can put your cards in this pocket here, then your phone in this pocket here, and it's got a nice ribbon over here. And you've got the strand for the bag, which is quite nice. And I've got tutorials for all of this. So if you ever wanted to make this as a gift for someone and you know how to do your single crochets, check out my videos. I have tons of tutorials now for you and more are coming. And I really hope this is a channel where you can start learning how to crochet or just learning how to make certain things for your friends. I'm going to try and come out with some tulips in like a little wrap. I'll do other things as we progress forward in the year. I'm still here, Minra's lovely. So glad to have you here. Guys, thank you so much for listening to my story. If you didn't hear the story, just rewind. It was a long story, I know. And I will follow your advice to call the bank tomorrow and do the best I can to just get a refund. That would be the best thing, just get a refund so I can rebook. But let's see what happens. I guess I'll update you on that whole thing, maybe in my next live. So I'm pretty sad and frustrated about it at the moment. I feel like quite helpless. Like I just don't know what to do because I can't get in contact with the right people or anyone. It just seems so strange to me. But anyways, yeah, if you wanted to listen to that story, rewind and listen to me talk about that entire story. But thank you so much, everyone. I really hope you've learned something today or just enjoyed watching. And could I show some more pictures? Yeah, if you want to, of course. And look, we're making some really cool stuff. And I'm trying to be a little bit diverse in the types of things that I make. So I'm trying to do like little different characters from different anime series, and you got Sanrio, then you've got princesses and all that kind of stuff. And now I'm doing granny squares and phone holders and just a bunch of stuff. I'm really trying to diversify it and make this channel a place where you guys can come, enjoy crochet, learn the art, and be excited to continue that hobby if that's something you guys are thinking of doing and continuing throughout your lives. Trust me, it is fun, and I hope you guys enjoy crochet eventually, if not already. And you can start making little gifts and things for your friends, and it's just the cutest thing, and it's a great skill to have as well. It's 3:37 a.m. Oh my goodness, go to sleep, or you have to wake up early. Oh no, you didn't really have much sleep. So sorry about that. Good night. Hey, Flourished again. Guys, I'm gonna end the live here because I think we're done. I've got nothing more to crochet at this point. I've told my story. And we'll probably come on for a live. I know there's people who have said we've got to make a strawberry. We've got to make a heart. I also want to make oh, I forgot the name, but it's like that skeleton, jack skeleton, is that what it's called? I've got to make that, and just a few other things as well. So we're gonna have lives that are gonna be fun, and we're gonna learn lots and do lots of stuff. Let her leave. Oh, who, me? Who? Yes, New York. Okay, I made a granny square. Perfect. All right, guys, I really appreciate all of you, and I will see you in the next one. Enjoy your nights or days, whatever it may be. Bye, everyone. Bye bye.